Hey everybody, welcome back. This is video 4 in my introduction to pennsic 50 or prep video for pennsic 50. And this video is going to be about fighting at the war points, and how the war is kind of put together. This is not an official broadcast of the Society for Creative Anachronisms or Cooper's Lake Campground or anybody else involved in that way. It's just me, a longtime land agent, giving you ideas and how to prepare for pennsic. My first pennsic was pennsic 22, and I haven't missed one yet. Plus armistice, it's been a while. I've been at this for a bit. So, how does this war thing work? Why do I need to? Do I need to fight? No, you don't need to fight. The war itself is not really a war. It is a grand melee. And the reason this is a better way of thinking about it is the fact that when we're done, we go drinking with the people we just killed. We go out and celebrate the victories and losses and stuff with the people we've just fought. A real war, we would go off and poison your well and leave. That's not fun. Also, it explains a lot of the weird intricacies of the rules that wouldn't happen in a real war. You're right, it wouldn't. But we want to be able to go to work when we get home from war. And if you kill us, we can't do that. So it's a grand melee. Also, this allows us to put in things that are otherwise not generally associated with a war. The war is decided by war points, and each activity that is given a war point is given so many war points, and the kingdom that has the most war points wins. This sounds funny, but we're a bunch of grown-ups playing dress up and hitting each other with sticks. So it's funny. The most obvious of these activities is the heavy combat on the field. It is the largest kind of event of its kind in the world. And even if you don't have interest in fighting, go out and see the field battle. It's sort of like, do you like football? No. You got a chance to go see the Super Bowl? Go see the Super Bowl. It's a different thing than just an everyday thing. And once you see it once, if it's not your thing, you could say you watched it. But if you're looking to fight at pennsic, one of the first things you're going to have to do is get authorized. Most of the martial activities at pennsic require an authorization. Realistically, about half of them. Because you need to be authorized to fight heavy, and you need to authorize to fence. But you do not need to be authorized for thrown weapons or archery. You do have to be authorized if you are throwing weapons at someone or shooting combat archery. You have to be authorized. If your target is a piece of wood or a hay bale, you don't have to authorize. If it's a person, you have to authorize. Kind of how it works. And the grand melee of the field battle and stuff like that is the one most people think of as the war. But there are other war points. There is a thrown weapons war point, I do believe. There's multiple archery war points. There's multiple fencing war points. There have been arts and science war points. There have been service war points. There was even a shopping war point one year. It was a joke, but it was fun. Didn't really count for anything, but there are other activities that are not combat that will affect the outcome of the war. But you're looking to fight, you're going to have to get authorized. What that means is you're going to have to go find yourself someplace to train, someone to help you, and you're going to take a test. This is not a very difficult test, but it's something you're going to have to do. Now, in previous wars, you had to authorize before you got to war. And this was an important thing. And there were events where they would have war camps and stuff where this was the last event you could authorize before war. This has changed from year to year as to whether you have to authorize before war or whether you can get authorized at war. I went to find out whether this war is going to be authorized before or authorized at, and it was not yet decided. So I am going to say get authorized beforehand just in case. By the time this video actually gets out, that decision may be made and the marshals who are helping you can give you better information. But you're better off trying to authorize beforehand. And if you fail, get the feedback from the marshal who failed you so you have something to work on so you can try again. If you wait till pennsic and they fail you at pennsic, you kind of are done. So get as many practices in between now and pennsic as you can, not just for your fighting, but for your cardio. You're going to be busy at war. An authorization, so you know, is a test. And in its very, very basic, now you're going to check with your kingdom's rules and stuff, but in its very basic form is a test to see if you know the rules, if you understand the rules, if you're physically capable of following the rules. That's it. That's really what an authorization is. Do you know the rules? They're going to ask you, have you read the rules? And they will ask you some trivia questions, basically. What's a legal shot? Where can you get hit, not hit? What happens when you killed and you fall down? How do they stop the fight? Things like that. If you've read the rules a couple of times and have been hanging around with people, these questions should not be that difficult. Next is, do you understand the rules? This will still be part of your questions because just being able to verbatim spit out rules doesn't prove anything. And the last is, are you capable of following the rules? This is where you then will go off and spar with one of the marshals. During this sparring, and again, this will be dependent on your kingdom as how they arrange these things, they will test, can you throw a good shot? Can you receive a good shot? Can you tell the difference? And this is how well you can implement those rules. You do not have to be good. There are some people who think I have to be good. I have to be good to pass my authorization, and you don't. You don't. Actually, I know some people who joke about the fact that they've seen people fail an authorization after beating the marshal that gave them the authorization because the marshal felt you were too aggressive or too this or too that. And no, you don't have to be good. You just have to be good enough to understand and prove you understand the rules. Again, I'm speaking from my own experience, not from the universal idea that everybody does the exact same way. So talk to your marshals and they will be able to help you out. Remember, it's the marshal's job to get you authorized. It's the marshal's job to get you fighting and to get you involved. It's not their job to keep you from being authorized. This isn't some sort of exclusive club where only the cool kids get to be authorized. No, the more people we can pull in and have, the more fun we have. So it behooves the marshals to get you authorized. But we are doing a full contact martial art. Both the fencing and the fighting have risks involved. And it's unfair to those who are already authorized, who are already playing, to just throw people at them who might not be safe. So that's why the marshals have to pay attention and do your authorization. So this is your notice to get to practice, get to working out, get to better shape. If you're not fighting, do those things anyway because pennsic a lot of work. So yeah, you got 5 months to get ready, and get authorized and get ready to go. So, time to get practicing. Good luck. I hope to see you on the field. If you have enjoyed any of these videos, please share them about. Also, liking and subscribing. I got 91 subscribers to this channel. Tiny, tiny channel. Every subscriber really helps because it just makes me feel good. It's not like I'm monetized or anything, or will be. So, also, other videos coming up. People have given me ideas. So, any more video ideas you want, put them in the comments. Videos I got online coming up. Having children at pennsic. I think they mean bringing their children to pennsic. I hope that's what they mean. Another one was neurodivergency at pennsic. I, of course, have a couple of food handling videos and how to pack and how to measure your tent and all that stuff coming up too. But some of these other ideas are coming directly from you guys who leave them in the comments or have messaged me on Facebook. Any comments are really appreciated. Thank you very much, guys. Any questions, I'll do my best to help you out. And here comes the mandatory cat picture. This is the internet after all. See you at war.